Welcome to the first annual Indy Boys Awards. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, what a season of racing. What a season. But it all comes to the end of the year. We're starting a new tradition over here on the Indy Boys podcast, giving awards. We have so many awards to go through today. We have Most Improved Driver. We have Best Scheme, Driver of the Year, Best Team Award, the Best Race, the Rookie of the Year, the Driver of the Year. It's going to be crazy. We have so many awards going down today. But first, I have to introduce myself and my incredible co-hosts of the Indy Boys Racing Podcast. My name is Tristan Ryder, joined with, as always, my incredible co-hosts, Daniel Chaney and Justin Cox. How are we doing today, boys?
Man, it's been an alright day, I guess. I got a new Lego set. It's the Formula E car.
Fire.
But
Fire.
it was also a bad day because United States got eliminated from World Cup contention, so my heart hurts.
United States.
What happened?
Happened.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's how my day's been. So yeah, but here lately I've been alright too. So yeah. So Daniel.
I've also been pretty good. I kind of had a lazy day today because we're actually filming this on a Saturday, so
Yeah.
weekend. So I was not very productive today,
Nice.
but it was completely worth it.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to get into these awards because I feel like we had some winners that are kind of surprising, but the people decided that, not just us, the people.
Yep.
And it was actually mostly the people. Of course, we gave you the nominees to vote on, but if you went to our Twitter page at Indy Boys Podcast, as you would have heard if you would have listened to our season finale, which if you haven't listened to the season finale of season 1, go listen to it. It's a great episode. But this is going to be fun. Votes for this was entirely on our Twitter page. You can get access to those tweets if you follow at Indy Boys Podcast. Or if you follow our Discord page, you get notifications every single time that we tweet as well. So, let's go ahead and get right into it, Jay.
We're gonna have drum rolls and everything before each reward. That's crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Let's go into our let's go into our first award. Let's start with Rookie of the Year. All right, Rookie of the Year. The nominees are David Malukas, Christian Lundgaard, and Austin Cindric. David Malukas and Christian Lundgaard, of course, from IndyCar. NASCAR has Austin Cindric. And the winner is...
Drum roll, please.
David Malukas.
Woo!
David Malukas
Let's go.
of HMD Motorsports, voted by the people. 53% of voters voted for David Malukas, of course. Friend of the show, the only one of these drivers that did not actually win Rookie of the Year in their respected series. But David had a great rookie season, highlighted by his incredible performance at Gateway, and also his incredible appearances on the Indy Boys Racing Podcast. So congratulations to David Malukas, good friend of the show, on his 2022 Indy Boy Rookie of the Year award. That's a good winner, in my opinion. Very good winner. All right, let's go on to the next award. Daniel.
All right. So our next award is the Indy Boys 2022 Most Improved Driver. So we had 2 people that we were voting on. The nominees were Scott McLaughlin from IndyCar and Ross Chastain from NASCAR. So if we want to get a quick little drum roll going. Your most improved driver is Scott McLaughlin.
Hey!
Obviously, Scott McLaughlin, insane year from his rookie year. I mean, what was it? Was it 3 wins or just 2?
3.
3, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just insane step up. Ross Chastain also had a great step up, but 76% of voters voted for Scott McLaughlin. So I think most people were in agreement of who they wanted to win this award.
Yep. All right, so let me go ahead and read off my award. Well, not my award, but the nominees
The
for the
Justin
award.
Cox
Yeah,
Award.
the nominees that I'm presenting for Indy Boys 2022 Best Scheme. So the first nominee was from me, which was the Alex Pullo Chrome American Legion scheme that he ran at the Indy GP in August, which beautiful scheme. I was taking pictures of it every time I see it come around the track. So, yeah. The next scheme was nominated by Tristan, I believe. It was the Romain Grosjean DHL Pride livery scheme that he ran in the Indy 500 this year and all the tests. So that's pretty cool. And then the final nominee was presented by Daniel Cheney. He had the Kurt Busch 23XI Jordan scheme. Let's go ahead and get a little drum roll going here. And your winner is the American Legion Chrome scheme from Alex Pillow. What a scheme.
Oh.
As I said, every time that
car.
I was taking pictures, and every time that car went by, I took a picture of it. Even if it was the same picture over again, I just love that scheme so much. So I had to take pictures of it. I don't care. So
And here's the thing: we had to have 3 nominees for this one. Yeah. We all knew what the best scheme was this year. Like, we chose the Jordan scheme because it's beautiful, and I chose the DHL Pride scheme because I thought it looked great on track. So you have to have those in there. But the Alex Pillow Chrome car, we saw it in person. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
And the percentage on that one, I forgot to read off. He won that by 38%. So it was kind of a close margin between 3. But Alex Pillow came out with it in the end with the 38% being voted on for that scheme. So yeah. Tristan, you want to read off our next award?
Love to. The next award, guys, we have is the Indy Boys 2022 Upset of the Year Award. Now, we have 3 NASCAR drivers with incredible upsets that they had in this season. First one, we have Eric Jones at Darlington for the Southern 500, stealing that win away. We have Ross Chastain stealing his first win at COTA. Remember, that was a 3-wide battle between him, Alex Bowman, and AJ Allmendinger. Oh, yeah. And our final underdog is an Xfinity Series rep, Jeremy Clements at Daytona. Now, can I get a drum roll, please, for your winner? And the winner is Eric Jones with his win at the Southern 500. Very close battle between him and Ross Chastain for this award. Jones gets it with 44% of votes. Now, this one I feel like was very well deserved. Watching the Southern 500, walking into that race, I don't think anyone thought that Jones was going to be a winner.
No.
And the thing is, he's won this race in the past, but I just did not consider Eric Jones a winner in this one. But great underdog story. I loved that one. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Now let's go into the best award of this entire show. Daniel.
Are we going with the underdog award?
We're going with. I just did the underdog award.
No, best meme, bub. Best meme.
That was.
Oh, what? Is it the underdog? It is the underdog.
Underdog team. Underdog team.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, underdog team.
Jay, do you want to do underdog team?
I was ahead. I was ahead. Sorry, I was ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
Go ahead. You're underdog team.
Okay. So the next award is the underdog team award. Let me pull up the nominees real quick. This was between 3 teams. So the first nominee was Haas F1 team.
Me, I nominated.
Second team was Dale Coyne Racing and IndyCar. And the third team was Trackhouse Racing in NASCAR. So if we want to do a quick little drum roll, your underdog team winner is Trackhouse Racing. Trackhouse Racing won this award. It was actually pretty close. They had 45% of people, and Dale Coyne Racing had 39%. So they only won by 6%. So it was pretty tight race for that award.
It was.
But I mean, Trackhouse Racing made the championship 4 in their second year ever existing. And I know. Oh, it's Chip Ganassi's program essentially. It's still Trackhouse.
It's a new team. To me, that's a new team.
You got to give them credit.
Yeah.
You got to give them the credit. They put together a program this year.
Definitely.
Very close battle between this team and Delcoin Racing for this underdog team award. Obviously, Delcoin Racing had multiple top 5 finishes, was always in the Fast 6, plus, as we highlighted earlier, the David Malukas podium at Gateway. But you can't beat Trackhouse Racing. 3 wins this year, championship 4 appearance. It's absolutely sick.
Yeah.
Now, Jay, in my opinion, the best award this year.
All
the
right.
best meme.
So the best 2022 best motorsports meme. So the nominees for this category are the K-Mag pole cross eye, which I really love because it happened in Brazil, so it's kind of some recency bias. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's okay because it's Kevin Magnussen, so we all love him. And then the next one, I nominated the K-Mag one, by the way. Tristan nominated the David Malukas first day of school meme, which I actually made that from one of our interviews with David. So
I like that meme because that picture was on my phone.
yeah.
Because that came from my phone.
Yeah.
And then I think someone took that screenshot that was like just like maybe a fan of the show and then posted that picture or like made that their profile picture, and I was like, this was on my phone, which is why I thought it was funny.
Yeah. No, but yeah, so then we all know that this is probably the one that won, but certified Dalton and Kellett moment mean. Tristan has the hat on for Mr. DK Man himself, the certified Dalton.
Daniel
Kellett.
has the merch on.
The hat.
Oh, he has the hat. He has the hat. Yeah, you're right. He has the hat. But let's get into the drum roll and let's see who took home this award.
And by a landslide.
By a landslide, it was the certified Dalton Kellett moment meme. He took it home
baby.
53% of the votes. Thank you to Dalton Kellett for interacting and stuff with us this season. It's been an amazing season, getting to work and be around with him and his family and such. And Nicole Westra, of course, his fiance, wife now, actually. So, yeah. So I think this season has been awesome. We reintroduced him, I should say, to the certified Dalton Kellett moment meme, and it's just kind of stuck since. So we love it. We love it. Sucks he's not on the grid next year, but go ahead.
And shout out to all of the fans that submit their Dalton Kellett memes
Yes.
to us personally,
Yeah.
because I continue to spam his inbox with them, and I'm sure he's tired of it by this point. But do you know who's not tired of it? Nicole. 'Cause
No, she absolutely is not tired of it.
Yeah.
All right.
We started a movement. We started a way of
really
life.
But from the best meme, we go to the award you don't want to get. The biggest disappointment. 2022 Indy Boys Disappointment of the Year award. This is one you don't want to get. We took
Absolutely
3 of the biggest disappointments from this season. Now, there is an honorable mention to this one, just because we all wanted this driver to be in there. I couldn't bring myself to nominate him. Lewis Hamilton is an honorable mention for disappointment of the year.
Yeah.
He has to be there. But these 3 drivers had some big shoes to fill coming into this season. The nominees for biggest disappointment, or I guess worst driver of the year. Not worst driver, but like biggest disappointment of this year. We have from Andretti Autosport, Romain Grosjean. From RFK Racing, Brad Keselowski. And from Rahal Letterman Lanigan, Jack Harvey. And the loser of the Disappointment of the Year award goes to... Who's it going to be? It's not going to be Brad. It's not going to be Jack. It's going to be Romain Grosjean is the Disappointment of the Year. He had some big shoes to fill following Ryan Hunter-Reay in the 28 car and finishing in a position. He finished worse in points than he did in his part-time season.
Didn't he finish 13th? It was like 13th.
I think so. Yeah,
Something
13th.
like that.
And in his Delcoin Racing equipment, I think he finished 12th the year prior.
Yeah.
But that is very disappointing for Romain Grosjean. Only really good performance of the season was at Mid Ohio.
Yeah.
Some rough finishes, no podiums on the season. Just a rough year for Grosjean. Yes, Brad Keselowski did not win a race after literally finishing second in the championship. Yes, Jack Harvey is at a new team, better equipment. But Grosjean went from Dale Coyne Racing to Andretti Autosport and did worse.
Yeah, see that's why this was my personal nominee for this award was Grosjean. Because like just pretty much as Tristan said, he did not improve at all by going to Andretti because Andretti is a top tier IndyCar team, and he just did not finish any better than he did with Dale Coyne. So I personally had to say that this was a disappointing year for Romain Grosjean and with him as a driver as well. So hopefully next season he will bounce back and maybe he might be driver of the year next year. Who knows? But
we'll see that.
But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah. Daniel, you want to get into our next award?
Yeah, so going from the not good award we get a good award to get. And this is the best race award. So the 3 races this is between. So we got the British GP from F1. We've got the Indy GP, the first one, the rain race. Then we've got IndyCar Texas XPEL 375. So this one was actually kind of a landslide. If we want to get that drum roll going.
Sorry, I was taking a drink of water.
Didn't mean to speed up your water.
No, you're good. All right, but yeah, let's get the drum roll. Let's get the drum roll going now.
Get the drum roll going because your winner is the Indy GP May Rain Race.
The GMR Grand Prix. We love it.
You're seeing it on your screen right now. You're seeing some of the highlights on your screen right now. So, yeah.
Yeah, this race, we were all there.
It was cold.
It holds a special place in our heart because this was our first race we ever had like media access to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was a fun race. We've told you guys the story of this one before. This was a fun race to be at because it was cold. It was raining. You
didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, the strategy was insane. We were sitting on top of the media center with David Land and a couple of other people, with Joe Donahue and a couple others. But this race was absolutely crazy. Jay was like wearing shorts and like a winter coat. It was, I just remember that.
I remember he had to go buy a jacket, right?
Yeah. I bought a jacket that day, because I was freezing.
That was a cold one. But Colton Herta gets the win, his only win of the year, so Daniel was happy. It was just a good race, and that was my nominee for best race of the season because that was the best race personally that I thought I watched this season. Now, was Texas better? I personally think maybe. Was Silverstone better? I personally think maybe, but the fans love the the GMR Grand Prix this year. I loved the GMR Grand Prix. My favorite race that I got to go to this year was that Indy GP. So that's what I'm going to have to go with.
Nice.
Good one. Plus, we got to see Tatiana Calderon lead her only lap in IndyCar.
That's true.
So that was a good race too.
We did. All right. Moving into the next award, I'll be presenting this one. It is the Best Team Award. So your 2 nominees for this because 2 of us decided on the same nominee. It was Team Penske and Oracle Red Bull Racing. So IndyCar and NASCAR dominance for Team Penske, and Oracle Red Bull Racing won 16 of the 22 GPs.
Crazy.
Yeah, insane. So, I mean, it makes sense to put them as the 2 nominees. But it was up to you guys to decide on who got the Team of the Year award. So let's go into the drum roll here. It was Team Penske at the end of the day. I think there might be a little IndyCar bias from our fellow fans because we kind of appeal more to an IndyCar fan base anyway. But it's okay though. Because I think personally, you win. You're the first team ever to win IndyCar and NASCAR championships ever in the same season, I think that's insane. So that's just pure dominance,
Insane.
in my opinion. Although in F1, Red Bull did dominate basically the entire season. I do still believe that. I do still believe that Team Penske, because this was my nominee actually. I do believe that it's honestly better to take home the top trophy, the top shelf in both of these racing series, as they are the top tier racing series. So yeah, that's why I personally nominated Team Penske. So congrats to them, kudos to them. Team Penske, absolute domination this season. So yeah.
All right.
Oh, they won
Let's
that
go into
with 81%, by the way. 81%.
yeah,
Forgot to say.
landslide in that one.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of a landslide, let's go into our next award, the Racing Series of the Year. Now, this one is in between two series. We have the NASCAR Cup Series and the NTT IndyCar Series. These two series were dominant this season. F1, not a really good year for F1 in my opinion. Max kind of ran away with the whole thing. But IndyCar, Daniel said it every week, did not miss.
No.
And the
They don't
NASCAR
miss.
Cup
They
Series
don't miss.
and the Cup Series had 20 different winners this season. Like, I'm sorry, 19. I'm sorry. 19 different winners this season.
Excuse
me. Like, that's crazy. So, this award goes to
Ooh.
who's it going to be?
Oh, wait.
Who's
I'm
it
rather
going to be? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be NASCAR? Is it going to be IndyCar? The Cup Series or the NTT IndyCar Series? It is the NTT IndyCar Series.
Yeah, baby.
88% of our listeners voted for IndyCar. Not surprising, because this was the best. Seeing as our fan base loves some IndyCar awards for the Indy Boys awards. But hey, these are completely fan voted awards. We love it. And I'm sure Daniel is over there happy.
Yes, sir.
IndyCar was the best series this season. It was insane. The only race that didn't really hit this season was Nashville. And otherwise, like, the rest of them were all pretty good. Like, even Portland, a race that did not have any cautions, was still good. We were at 4 IndyCar races this season. We went to both Indy GPs, the Indy 500, and Mid Ohio, and all great races. If I had to rank them, just based on like excitement, I'd probably put the rain race at the top, then the 500, then I'd probably put Mid Ohio, and then the
August GP.
The August GP. But none of them were like bad races. They were all good. And I mean, we're gonna go back to Mid Ohio next year, and like I never thought that would go to Mid Ohio.
Yeah.
So
Right.
like IndyCar stole the season away. Will Power, great season. Joseph Newgarden, super fun season. Plus, I think it's fair to say that we had the most fun at IndyCar events this season. So
That's fair.
it was good. It was good. So congratulations, IndyCar. You win the best series award, series of the year.
Yep.
Daniel.
All right. So for this next award, we got the favorite season champion award. So this goes over the 3 big champions over the 3 biggest series. So we had Max Verstappen from F1, Joey Logano from the NASCAR Cup Series, and Will Power from the NTT Data IndyCar Series. So if we can get a little drum roll going,
Alrighty.
A little drummy.
your favorite season champion 2022 is Will Power. Will Power. I mean, really good season. Really good season.
And plus, there was that lady that had the face thing of him everywhere that we went.
Yeah, like every race.
Yes, every
So-
race.
Like, okay, so I don't know if you guys saw that on TV, but he definitely was the favorite champion of the year just because of this lady with her big fat head sign that she had of Will Power. We saw it at Indy 500 testing. That was the first time we saw it. And
Yep.
she was like kind of sitting next to us and near us. And I think I walked by and I took a picture of it for our social. But like she was everywhere. But Will Power championship year. And plus
I mean,
he supports the show.
and
So-
you know what people like forget about this season? Will Power officially is like the greatest qualifier in IndyCar history.
Facts.
because of this season.
Yeah,
And I
for
feel like
real.
everybody just kind of collectively forgot about it.
Yeah, because of everything else that kind of happened throughout the season.
Yeah, which is valid.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happened this season.
Yeah,
But,
you
like,
had, like
that's insane.
Mhm.
yeah, this season was great, and I'm gonna miss the 2022 IndyCar season just because of how good it was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
I mean,
it was
hopefully
so
next
good.
season is just
The
as
only
good,
thing
though.
that would have made it, the only
Facts.
thing that would have made the season better is I feel like if there were more like surprise winners.
Right.
Yeah, like I
Because obviously
really
with
thought we
Penske
were
winning so many of the races.
I really thought we were gonna see a couple surprise. I thought we were gonna see like Ed Carpenter Racing win one or two
I mean,
races
I thought
this
we were
season.
going
I
to
thought
see
we were
David
gonna,
win. I'm
Yeah,
not going to lie.
I thought we were gonna see Malukas win at Gateway. One more lap. I'm just saying, one
Yeah.
more lap, he would have had him.
Mhm.
I thought we were gonna obviously Andretti like 2 wins this past season, but the dominance from Penske didn't necessarily feel like dominance. It was just because like all 3 of their drivers
Mhm.
were in victory lane. I mean, Penske won 10 out of the 17 IndyCar races this season, and like that's crazy. And congrats.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
For sure. All right. Well, into this next one, it falls into my lap. We get the Best Moment Award of 2022. So this one is going to have some sound to it. So everyone that's in here, I need you guys to mute on up so that way when these sounds play, you guys can hear why these might have been the best moments. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and let's start off with the Silverstone GP.
Sideline, Perez goes off the track, comes the chicane, off goes Leclerc, through goes Hamilton. Unbelievable stuff.
All right, well, through goes Hamilton. That's my personal nominee there for that one. The next one we have up is the Hail Melon from Ross Chastain.
Bell out of turn 4, he's gonna do it. He's won his way into the championship.
Let's go get us a championship.
And the
Hell
fight
of a
for
job,
the
bud.
point.
All right, there's the Hail Melon. He rode the wall. That's insane. That was a Daniel's nominee, actually. And then the final nominee for Moment of the Year was from. You can see him kind of mouthing it right now on the screen. Here comes Pato IndyCar, the Indy 500.
500, there is 2.5 miles to go. And O'Ward is on the attack. Here comes Pato.
Inside.
Ericsson won't let it happen.
All right, if you fellas want to unmute, we can go ahead and we can.
No.
Through goes Hamilton. I loved it.
Slide job.
I love all three. I love all 3 of these. Honestly, I didn't even think to nominate the Hail Melon.
Easily
honestly.
the best moments of the year.
Yeah,
easily
I'm
the
like,
best.
well,
moments of the year.
honestly,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, you could have constituted maybe Colton Hurd a save in here, maybe at the Rain
Facts.
GP. That could have been one of them,
definitely a runner up. I'd say definitely an honorable mention.
Definitely.
Colton
But-
Herta's Tokyo Drift.
But let's go ahead and let's see what nominee won the Best Moment Award for 2022. Let's get a drum roll going. It was the Hail Melon. Everybody voted for the Hail Melon. He won it by a 53% landslide.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. The Hail Melon, Ross Chastain, wall riding it to make it into the playoffs, which, I mean, honestly, yeah, I think this has to be moment of the year. Like, I can't deny it. I'm a straight
This-
rider. But you know what I'm
This
saying?
moment put
But
NASCAR back on the map.
Yeah,
Like,
for
this
real.
this moment, like
it went viral.
Record, it went viral. Like it was crazy. Like the attention that this
It
moment
went
got.
triple
and
platinum.
number 1 on Sports Center top 10. Like this moment was everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Triple platinum.
But yeah, no,
I
this
mean,
is
yeah, in a way.
yeah. I had nominated Silverstone. I think Tristan nominated Pato. Here comes Pato. And then, as I said, Daniel nominated the Hail Melon, which honestly I didn't even think about the Hail Melon at the time because it had just happened, so I wasn't really thinking about it. I don't know why I didn't, but I just wasn't. Or I would have.
I mean, I barely did.
Or I probably would have double. Yeah, because you changed it. I remember. Yeah, you changed it.
Yeah, I was sitting there and I was like, let me look at some like well, there's an F1, there's an IndyCar. I was like, we need some NASCAR, and I was like, what interesting happened in NASCAR this year? And then I literally just like sat there for a second, and I was like, wait a minute, how am I not like thinking of
Yeah.
the Hail Melon?
Yeah, that's crazy. So, yeah, so there's the best moment, Indy Boys' best moment of the year award from the 2022 motorsport season. So, yeah, Tristan, you want to go ahead and read off our next nomination?
Yes, this next award is the Indy Boys Friend of the Show Award. Now, we've had a lot of people come onto the Indy Boys show. We appreciate every single guest that we have that comes onto the show. But these two nominees were the people that I feel like helped us with the show the most this season. And those two drivers are David Malukas from Dale Coyne Racing and HMD Motorsports and Dalton Kellett, who drove for AJ Foyt Racing this past season. David Malukas was the first guest on our show. Always interacted with us and shared our stuff on social media. Was in the first Indy Boys vlog that we ever released. Doing the scavenger hunt, which is still to this day our most viewed video on our YouTube channel. Dalton Kellett has been on the show multiple times, filled in for Daniel when he was on vacation. Just let us vibe out. Like, it's like the guy that we rep the most on the show is on our freaking merch. David's on our merch too, but Dalton's on the most popular merch that we have on the show.
Yeah.
The Friend of the Show award goes to... Who's it gonna be? For the first time in Indy Boys history, in the first year of the Indy Boys Award Show, we have a tie for Friend of the Show year award. It's a tie between David Malukas and Dalton Kellett. So they can fight over that trophy if they want. But the Friend of the Show award goes to David Malukas and Dalton Kellett. The fans couldn't decide. Perfect 50-50 split. Love that. Thank you, both of you guys, for whatever you have done for the show, for just hanging out, and for wrapping the Indy Boys merch.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Thanks.
both goats. They're both goats. I don't care what anybody says. I don't
Shout
care
out
what
to
anybody says.
David for being in the Discord server.
True. That's
True.
true. Make sure you join our
True.
Discord server.
Yeah.
All right,
And
Daniel.
shout out to Dalton for being a meme.
Yeah. A good meme, though.
Well,
not
they
like
both
a
were.
negative
They both
meme.
were.
Yeah.
But
All
Daniel.
right. So this next one, it's kind of different because we didn't really put this out there. This was on we decided, all three of us. So if you watch our show, and you know we do our predictions every week for whatever races are going on. And we always have one group pick. And if this driver wins, all three of us get points, no matter what. We know it doesn't really affect our score at all. Just for fun, just someone we think has a shot. So we made this category called the Group Pick Legend, for just someone that is just a legendary group pick for us. And we all agreed on one driver being the Group Pick Legend for 2022.
well, first of all, let's explain why Josh Berry's
Yeah.
Because we always pick Trevor Bayne, pretty much. You can explain the rest. Daniel.
Yeah. So throughout the season, we only got one group pick right. And that group pick was us picking Josh Berry. But nearly every other week, if we were doing an Xfinity pick, Trevor Bayne was our pick. So I know you guys know where we're going with this one. But I think it's still honorable that we give it its own drum roll.
All right.
Hey,
He's
shout
our
out Josh.
group pick legend. Our group pick legend is Trevor Bayne.
Yeah.
What a man.
And I really hope he can find victory lane next year. I really hope he can.
I really hope he does when we pick him as a group pick.
Facts.
Well, group pick wins.
Yeah. Shoot. Let's see if he stays our group pick legend next season, though. I wonder if it's gonna
That's
be
true.
anybody different.
That's
We're gonna
true.
have to archive. We have to archive these for every season.
We are gonna have to make an archive.
Homie said archive.
mean-
Archive.
Same thing.
Archive.
Archive. It's the same thing. Archive. Archive.
That's funny. All right, let's go into our next award.
All right, so the next award, I get the honor of presenting the Driver of the Year award, actually, which is kind of crazy. I didn't think I was going to get it. But the Driver of the Year nominees comes down to my personal nominee was Max Verstappen for winning 15 of the 22 F1 races this season, I presume, or is it 14 or 15? But either way, he broke Michael Schumacher's and Sebastian Vettel's race wins record in a season. Pure dominance from Red Bull Racing and Max Verstappen, so I had to nominate him for Driver of the Year. Zane Smith was nominated by Tristan. Do you want to give reasoning for your nomination, Tristan?
Yeah, I nominated Zane Smith over Joey Logano for a reason, and that reason was because I thought Zane Smith pretty much had a perfect season in the Truck Series. He didn't win every single race. He won 4 races. This man had the most top 5s in the entire series, the most top 10s in the entire series, the highest average finish in the entire series. He did not finish outside of the top 10 in a single playoff race, the entire playoffs. You could also give the edge maybe to Ty Gibbs, had a great season. Noah Gragson had a great season, but none of them put up numbers like Zane Smith this season, so I had to give it to Zane.
Fair.
That was my nomination.
Then you want to give reason for willpower?
Yeah, so I picked Willpower because I just thought he had the most well-rounded season. He wasn't always winning every week. It's not like he just ran away with wins after wins after wins. He did win plenty, but qualified well nearly every week. He was always consistent. I don't think he had DNF'd once. Just such an incredibly consistent season.
Mm-hmm.
Just proving why consistency is king.
He didn't qualify well when we were there. He didn't qualify well whenever we were there.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But
The Indy boys strike again.
okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's see who you guys picked as the Driver of the Year. Drum roll, please.
Oh!
And it came out to be Willpower. Willpower took this one home by 51% of the votes. Crazy. So, yeah. Honestly, I'd kind of think that it should have went to Max, but
I gotta disagree with the fans on this one. Max
I disagree
Verstappen
too.
should have won this award. And listen, Willpower, sure, you had a heck of a good season, man. 2 wins in the IndyCar Championship, qualifying record in IndyCar. Max Verstappen just set a world record in F1.
It'll probably never be beaten.
It'll never be broken.
Probably never be
And as much as I'm not a Verstappen guy, I have to respect the fact that he just had probably the best season in Formula One history. And it's he should have won this award. So I disagree with the fans on this one. just me. But
I mean,
congrats,
I agree
Willpower.
with you as well. So
Me personally.
me personally,
I wouldn't have been in that
But-
situation.
it's okay. It's okay.
We have one more award this season. And this final award is a celebration of Justin Cox. Now, Justin Cox, obviously you guys know him as the man behind the curtain on the Indy Boys Racing podcast. He runs the Discord server. He is the one that presses all the buttons.
I currently
when
have
we-
4 tabs open on my screen right now with the drum roll,
Yeah.
the predictions thing, the award show thing, and Discord open, and yeah, there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah. Jay is a mastermind behind technology. But not only is he a mastermind behind technology, he is a mastermind behind predicting who is going to win the races. Your 2022 Indy Boys Prediction Cup champion is Justin Cox. Everyone applaud. What a season.
Yeah, baby.
Cox.
Yeah,
My
baby.
goodness. We have to have a speech for Justin Cox.
Speech.
Oh
Speech.
man,
Speech.
I'm really happy. I want to say thank you to my mom. I want to say thank you to the Academy. I want to say thank you to Burnout Sports. I want to say thank you to Tristan and Daniel for not getting as many correct predictions as me so I can win. I guess.
You know what
He wants to
happened?
shout out Max Verstappen.
Yeah, shout out Max Verstappen for always giving me at least 1 point every weekend. Shout out to Joey Logano and Ty Gibbs for kind of securing the championship for me. And then, yeah, I think that's who else am I forgetting? I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody.
Shout out Noah Gregson.
Yeah,
'cause
Noah
I'm pretty
Gregson.
sure you got.
I
Yeah.
probably had a few of his, yeah. But I know Daniel
Mhm.
had Noah Gregson like 4 weeks in a row, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
won all
Oh,
4
yeah.
of those weeks.
Jamie,
But yeah.
what happened?
Daniel
I
cheating.
don't wanna talk about it.
What
I
happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
He's
Okay.
coming, Daniel. He's coming.
He's coming.
What was the ending
don't-
tally? What was the ending tally again? It's on the doc. It's on the doc.
the tally? Justin won this championship by
41.
41 points to my 36 points, and Daniel had 28 points. So me and Jay pretty much ran away with this one as Daniel choked a 3-1 lead like the Warriors.
Man, like he was
And,
ahead at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. And the thing was, I was in the lead for a lot of the end of the season, and I never thought that would happen. But Jay was the willpower of this season. Consistent, got points nearly every week. He is the 2022 Indy Boys Predictions Cup champion.
And then I came through when I needed to, which was the championship races for NASCAR. So
Me personally, I wouldn't have put myself in that situation.
yeah, I feel it. He's a
But, ladies and gentlemen, and fans of the Indy Boys Racing podcast, that was our final award. But I want to give one more award out, and that is the award to all of you beautiful people for listening every single week, supporting the show, following us on all of our social medias, shouting out the show, subscribing to the YouTube channel, joining the Discord server, buying the merch, saying what's up to us at the track. Shout out to that one guy whose shirt I signed at the Indy GP in August. That was pretty lit. I think that was Derek. I'm not gonna lie. It was Derek or Maddie. I can't. But like, shout out to that guy. We love it. This has been a great year. We talked about it last week, but like, I've always wanted to start a podcast. Jay's always wanted to start one. Daniel's here for the ride.
He's a happy guy.
I'm just a happy guy.
You guys have made this possible. And so happy that you guys are here. And I think we have something incredible to announce, and that is that we're not done. We are going to be having an off-season interviews series, guys. So you'll see some interviews with some drivers. This won't be every week. We're going to have some drivers on. We're going to have some media guys on. Whenever we get an interview, you guys will see that between now and next season.
There could be like 3 or 4 per week, or there could be none per week. Who knows? But
you never know. Whatever we can do, guys, you'll see them.
Yep.
Next thing. Myself, I have collected a lot of vlog footage throughout the year, and we are going to be releasing all of the footage that we have on the May races, at Mid-Ohio, at IRP. We're gonna release all that footage into one big. It'll probably be around like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of footage in one video. Put it on the YouTube channel.
Indy
You're
Boys
gonna love
lost
it.
footage.jpg.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, and I hope you guys like it. There's a lot of driver cameos in there, like way too many, and it's gonna be fun. And finally, the final announcement that we are going to be having, season 2 will happen next season. Mark your calendars, guys. We are going to. So the NASCAR season starts in February. Our first episode will probably be January 20, the week of January 26th. That's normally when like our episodes go up, us on Thursdays. We might put it up on Wednesday this year, but whatever the week of January 26th is, that will be our first episode of 2023, season 2. We're starting the numbers maybe back over. I don't know. Our next episode might be episode 46, but this is the final podcast episode of the Indy Boys Racing Podcast in 2022. Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. We love you guys so much. Daniel, is there anything you have to say?
I'd like to say next season, coming back stronger, coming back better. I will not choke my lead. Got a bitter taste in my mouth and a chip on my shoulder.
I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better.
His predictions, whack.
His pearls,
whack.
whack.
Next year, I'm gonna be tight as.
Frick.
I'm not saying that. we want to keep some relationships.
Jay,
Going there.
Jay, anything you gotta say?
I don't know. This season's been awesome. We talked about it a little bit in the last episode, so kind of everything that's needed to be said is said over there. But this season's been awesome. Getting a partner with Burnout Sports, doing a lot of things I've been wanting to do since I was a kid. And don't just stop there. Of course, we're still going to be doing things next season, of course. But yeah, no, like, it's been a great season. So that's all I can really say is, like, this past racing season has just kind of been astonishing to me. So, yeah, pretty much. And then getting to work on all this stuff and kind of be productive and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's all I can really say. Tristan?
Yeah, shout out to all the fans. Shout out to all the listeners. Shout out to everyone that has helped us with the show. And the shout outs do matter, guys. And like shout out Marshall Pruitt. Shout out Tony Donahue, Jared Sparkman, Luke Edwards, David Land, Darian Gilliam, everyone that has helped us with the show, supported the show, loves us. Mikey Yoakum. So there's too many people to name. There's way too many people to name. And our families, our girlfriends for dealing with us. Like it's been crazy. It's for the final time. My name is Tristan Greider for Justin Cox and Daniel Cheney for Burnout Sports in Marion, Phoenix. Have a good one. See you next season. Peace! Love you.